What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you guys already know we we get it in. But before we get it in, let's get this intro in. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate the support. Let's get this mic closer. Mic check. You can tell by the writing on the wall, right? That vault, they call him Tommy Canteen now. Hey, orale, look, it's the homeboy. Tommy Cantina, right? You got any canteen, buddy? That'll hold him. Now, are you guys ready for a super Brianna? I know there's those of you that are lusting over my prima, like, damn, I bet you she got big old nalgas. She does. I never looked, but they're hard to miss when they keep fucking rubbing against you when she's walking in a hallway. It just is what it is, right? It's my prima. I got love for her. But sometimes you gotta let a hoe be a hoe, man. It just is what it is. And sometimes you can use it to your benefit. And that's the moral of this story right here. So we used to call my prima Southsider bait. Because it didn't matter. Look, what had happened was this. She used to bring boyfriends to my grandmother's house. We didn't even trip. They were always homies. They were always Northerners until she went bulldoggish on us, right? She went the bulldoggish bone, and then that was that. She stood there. But she would always bring Northerners home, and we'd always see them be like, hey, what's up, homie? Where you from, right? I'm from Series A, or I'm from Turlock, or I'm from Modesto, I'm from Merced. Like, it was always different dudes from different places, but it started to become frequent. Even my grandma said, look at this fucking bitch. Okay, yeah, Ceres, Modesto, Tulare County, Kings County. Bitch, you got them soda from Avenal to Cocoa County. You're like a wood. Even my grandma knew. She was like, damn, back in my days, it was one and done with you. It's one and done every night. Sometimes two. Hey, I remember one time my prima brought a dude, and I say Ceres because he was like an Africano dude. He was cool, though, man. He was a Northerner. He's from Ceres, right? He came out, oh, what's up, bro? What's up? Oh, yes, my lady, it's my chick. Oh, that's cool. Yes, the prima, whatever, right? Later on, she came with a dude from Modesto, all drunk from the club. I said, what happened to the homie from Series? Oh, we got an argument. I left him there. This is my new old man. Damn, 2 in 1 day? That's all we see, right? So anyways, one day she comes to the pad. She got this dude. He's dressed in all black and shit, right? And Ricky, it's me, Ricky, we're all at my grandmother's house. She was staying with my grandmother for a while. Her mom was locked up, so that's where she used to stay, right? This is like, she's 18, 19 years old. Get your ass out of the house with one of these hundreds of boyfriends you got. But she's still there, so we're all over there. We're eating tamales. It was around Christmas time, right? And she comes through with this dude. He's dressed in all black. It's whatever. Like, we're not even tripping. Like I said, usually it was all Northerners or just regular cats. Like, there was no reason to hit these dudes up anymore because they weren't going to be there too long. Okay? Guaranteed. For facts. They'd go to the room and then they're gone. And then that's probably the last time you'd see them. She was a little different, right? She didn't play. She'd be like, oh, this one right here, I'm just fucking straight up like, damn, you're just straight up about it. What am I supposed to do? Lie to you, fool? Right? And her homegirls were all like her, which we enjoyed because she always had pretty homegirls. Pretty women attract pretty women, and then there's always the big torta that's driving them around in a broke down Honda Accord. You know that's a fact. If you see a Lexus pull over, 400 getting out, guaranteed 400 pounds getting out the Lexo, and all the pretty girls are in the back. My prima was always riding shotgun because she was that one. So anyways, she comes with this dude, and Ricky's like, whooping. I said, what's up? I think that's a Southsider. I said, you think everybody's a Southsider, bro. That one time she brought that black dude, had cornrows and shit, because he had a blue rag, you took flight on him. My primo stupid like that was a Crip. On Crip, right? Ricky still took flight on him. Ricky's like, fuck it, we don't get along with Crips either. I was like, no, I do. Maybe you don't. Anyways, right? So she comes through with this dude, and he's being real quiet, and my grandmother, hey, you want to fucking play stupid or what? He's like, yeah, I'll take a plate. So he's eating, and then I get to conversing with him. So I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? Where you from? You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking like on a gang tip, and I'm all tatted back, kicking back, you know, Mongolian and shit. Ricky's like, whooping. He said, hey, he eats like this. How about tamale? He'll go. Right? He's on straight Huelga bird status. And my prima's like, you guys don't embarrass me. Don't act stupid. Don't hit my man up like that. But I'm like, hey, where you from? And he's like, yeah, I'm from Los Angeles. I took a step back. I ain't even gonna lie. The fucking pork meat just fell out of my mouth. Right? Ricky's like, whooping! He went high definition on him, straight to his face. You from LA? Right? That dude's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, but like I'm a resident, Holmes. I'm not really into that. Now, up until that point, I never heard about residents. See, I never been to prison yet. I'm still fresh out the YA game, right? And we didn't talk about residents and all that. South was South for us. Anything past Bakersfield can get it. And they felt the same way about us. So I'm already intrigued, right? You're all up in my grandma's house. So I'm like, you from LA? You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't. Fuck the Dodgers. I'm already on them. This San Francisco Giants on mine. Mine is the Jotita stuff, but the Giants for real. And Ricky's like, whooping on. Well, you a Southsider? What? He said, I'm a resident. Well, what is that? Give us the definition of that. So he starts to define that he's not really into the mix like that, but he grew up in a area called Azusa. But then he moved to South Central LA. What the fuck he was doing around my prima, I don't know. So immediately I pull my prima to the side because it's time to check her. You know, it's time for the gun to check your ass, fool. So I'm like, hey, don't we bring these fools to fucking grandma's house? She's like, shut up, fool. Our fucking primos are Southsiders. You don't say nice. I say, yeah, but that's our primos. And that's different. How's it different? They be fucking you guys up anyway. I say, well, hold up. Put your shirt on and shut up. What the fit? Just because you do got your ass got bigger. You got one of those pads on? So anyways, we argued for a little bit, and she come to find out this wasn't. But then I had a master plan. So I go back in the living room. I tell Ricky, I put Ricky. Ricky's already fucking. He got saliva. Whooping. Right? He's fucking getting into whopping. I pull him to the side. I'm like, nah, this fool ain't a Southsider. No, he's from LA. We're gonna beat him. I said, listen, the dude's not from. He's from LA, but he's not from LA like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not an essay. He's just well, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna sock him. I said, well, do what you got to do. You feel you got to do, but don't be fucking doing it in grandma's house, man, because she'll kick us all out. You're her baby, so she'll keep you here, but don't get me kicked out. And Brianna, you know that bitch ain't got nowhere to go. She needs somewhere to air it out. She needs to air it out. Have you ever been in a bathroom when someone's on their period? Give her her air it out time, please, right? So I calm him down. He's like, all right, I ain't gonna do nothing. All right, just relax. So I tell dude, I'm like, hey, man, my primos, they be tripping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because anything past LA, Baker's is considered Southside. And he's like, nah, but I don't bang that, right? So anyways, as he gets up to leave, my prima's like, okay, we're going to go. I notice she keeps like wanting to get him out of there. Like, hurry up and eat. Let's go, right? And she has two homegirls with her. And I'm like, man, calm down. Because I'm trying to see where they're going to be at. Because I'm trying to be with them. Because these two homegirls they're fine. Even the fat one was bad, right? So that's the one I'm keying in on. She's the one with the Lexus. 400 ain't never hurt me. 400, right? So I'm like, what's up? I'm chopping it up. And my prima's ready to go. And my grandma's like, that's right. Get the fuck out of my stinks in here. Acá, mijo, give me the Hawaiian breeze. The Febreze, the Hawaiian one. Spray it down because this shit right there, you know what it smells like, mijo. I'm not going to say, I don't want to embarrass her. But she's in it's at that time of the month times 10. I smell it. It's like, what is it? It goes in your pores and it comes out and it smells worse because it's like that one cologne that you sprayed and it's got, what are those called? And you can smell it. That's what it smells like. It blends in with your scent. And I'm not going to lie, my scent's different. Okay. So that shit fucks me up. And I have to sit here and I have to watch my novellas all day and smell her. That's not right. I'm going to kick her out one of these days. Well, the other day I walked there, smelled like Skippers, clam chowder. I thought I was at the Sizzler buffet minus the good bread and the salad, mijo. It smelled like they were just serving clam, shrimp, and oysters. I don't like it. So my grandma's going off. So I'm like, fuck, we got to get up out of here before she really kicks everyone out. Literally. Grandma was known for that. Everybody get out of my house. I'm going to watch Levántate. So that means Levántate. Get up and get the fuck out, right? So Ricky's like, whoop it. Where am I going to go, Grandma? You're going to stay, mijo. You're my favorite. I said it, bitch. Favorite. You're going to stay right here. You're going to rub on Grandma's feet because what would I do without your gnarled fingers on my feet? So you keep rubbing, mijo, and you're going to watch the novela with me. I'm trying to teach you better Spanish because you fuckers don't know shit around here. I don't know. Your parents are too busy getting high and getting fly. So Brianna already knows. So she's like, I don't want to upset my grandma. Let's go. So as they walk out, I see this dude reach into his back pocket and stuff something. I'm not stupid, right? I looked. I'm like, oh, that motherfucker got a red rag or a blue rag in his back pocket. So I tell Ricky, hey, go push up on that dude quick, right? So as they're standing outside, these two chicks, I'm still chopping at the chick. Ricky pushes up. He's like, Whoopin, what do you got in your pocket? Dude's like, my car keys and some feria. Ricky's like, Whoopin in the back pocket. Dude's like, stunned, right? Ricky reaches his hand in his back pocket, grabs a whole cheek, damn near rips his cheek off, and he comes out with a blue paño. Dude was lying, right? That vato was trying to keep his fucking shirt on. He said, Ricky took flight right there. Boom, 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 boom. No! My grandma comes out. Mijo, beat his ass. That's right. Don't be doing the undercover brother right here. And you bitch, get out. I'm gonna pack your shit and you don't be bringing guys that are gonna kill my fucking grandsons over here. And I'm like, get him, Rick. Rick's dogging him, right? So there's no reason for me to jump in. Dude catches Rick. Boom, splits Rick. Rick's bleeding. I jump in. It is what it is, right? It was a good fight. So anyways, dude jumps in his car. My prima jumps in the car. Fucking the homegirls, they're in the Lexus. They're behind him. They jam, right? So then we get back, we take Ricky to the it was MCMC was the hospital back then in Merced. He gets a few stitches right here. He's all jacked up, right? And my grandma's like, I don't know why that bitch, she just does that. She tests the waters. You know, this is the Pacific to be specific, and she wants to just bring these kind of people here. Mijo, the other day she brought 2 sureños over here. I know they were because they had tattoos all over their head, and you fuckers don't do that. I'm like, whooping? Right? So I have an idea. See, my prima has no loyalty to no one. Now she's all bulldoggish out, like I said, with her old man. But prior to that, she had no loyalty to anyone. And she's a female. Females don't. They don't have to. They can sleep with whoever they want. I remember homegirl Chacha. She was boning everything moving. I was like, damn, right? You know what I'm saying? Look, man, everything moving. Everything under the sun. Is it black or white? And she was getting her Michael on, right? She didn't care. Black, white, brown, green, even a couple of Asians thrown in there. But she was like, they don't know how to fuck. I was like, what? I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying that was just what she said about those 2 particular Hmong individuals. What's up, Mocao? Now, as I'm kicking back, I start to formulate a plot. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get at my prima. She's going to have to come home because she's only going to be with this dude. This dude definitely is a one-nighter. He was so fucked up, he might not even be able to get it up after what we did to him. Because we were stomping. We were stomping where the sun don't shine, right? So when she does come home early in the morning, all she's like, I need sleep. I had a rough night. Bitch, you didn't have a rough night. Your old man did. He had a very rough night. He had a rough evening. I don't know what happened at night, but that evening, we started him out with a bang, bang, right? So she's like, let me sleep. So my grandma's like, oh, now all of a sudden you want to sleep. You just come home to sleep and shower. How about this, bitch? How about before you just sleep, you just shower first, then you sleep? Because mija, it makes you feel more comfortable and it takes the stench away. So help us to help you, to help us more. Shower, bitch. If not, guess what? There's a YMCA. Got your name written all over it, bitch. I'll pack your shit. It'll be right there on the porch. And you could have your old man, Soul Gang, pick you up and you can get the fuck out of my house. My grandma would be going off, right? Her and my tia are exactly the same. My tia's not as rough as my grandma, though. My grandma will kick everyone out, including my tia. Oh, you get out of Chachela prison and all of a sudden you're reformed? Then what was that in the bathroom I found? I know what it was. You poke it in your ass or what? My grandma was crazy. So anyways, she showers, she sleeps, she wakes up about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. When chicks wake up at 2 in the afternoon, they got rammed, right? So when she wakes up, she's like, damn, I'm hungry. Is there any more tamales left? My grandma's like, of course there is, bitch. I was in there making them all night. Where were you at? Oh, I know you. My grandma, I don't want to hear about it. I'm watching Cantinflas right now. We'll talk about it after. Was it good? Was it at least good? Right? My grandma, she wants to know all the intimate details. So I pull Brianna to the side. I'm like, hey, prima, what's up? Right? So when I had the plan to make her the Southside bait, you know, hey, is there a way that she can lure these vatos from A-Town or from Winton, the little local area, right? The dudes we've been trying to catch it with. And she was like, I already been with half them cats. Like, they all know me. They know you're my primo. And I said, yeah, but none of that matters. Look, here's one thing about a guy. They can know that this is the depths of hell, that they're walking into an entrapment and they'll still go. But he's powerful. Man, there's been times where I knew they were setting me up. And I said, maybe I can get them on one before they get here. Men will do some crazy, for the love of pussy, we will kill our own brother. Not for the love of money. Money comes and goes, money. And again, sometimes that shit it really got a hold on me. Right? It's like oldies in that motherfucker, you know what I mean? Catmandu. You're really into it. It's rock and roll. It's everything for a man. So I'm like, hey, prima, set these fools up. Like, let's start getting it, right? I ain't going to lie. I can't say too much, but there was plenty of times. But I'm going to tell you about one particular time. So I'm in my neighborhood with the homies. And they're having like a little a house party. And I used to love the house parties because it'd be in the backyard. And they'd go all out. We had a DJ homeboy at the time. His name was JC Rock, right? And he was dope. JC Rock was dope. He ended up doing some wild shit later on that I can't speak on. But that fool used to be the DJ. If you can get him at your house party or at your function, wherever, like it was gonna be popping because all the chicks would pull up because he had the best freestyle music, the best house music, the best rap. Like his shit, he just was a good DJ. So I remember my homegirls were having a party. And my homeboy, that was his old lady, and it was in the backyard, and a hell of people were coming. They told everyone, like it was the spot to be at. And I remember going in there and right. And I remember I went with Gorda, which for you know what I'm saying, I got her number that night, and me and her, you know, I was riding her Lexus, and she was riding my Plexus. But me, her, another couple of the homegirls, Brianna and Rick went. And so we pull up. Rick's all gang banged out. His Ben Davises are up right here under his nipples. He's walking like this. Whooping. All the homeboys are like, why you bring this J-Cat? I said, man, you can't deny it, though. Something pops off. He's going to be the first one. They're like, yeah, he is with the program. So we're back there. And, like, it's funny because all the gang members, the homeboys, we're like, oh, gangster. Hey, acting like we don't like fucking, I want to get to know you better. You know what I'm saying? We're all singing the lyrics, but when the homeboy looks at us, we're like, right? But really, you know, you just want to be like, you know what I mean? You want to get it. There's all the homegirls over there dancing together because the guys are too cool, too hard for the radio. So anyways, I tell the homeboys, I'm like, hey, fool, guess what? My primos told me that they're having a big old function in A-Town tonight. So which is crazy. We'd be popping in Merced doing our thing. The Northerners, Atwater, which is the next city over, they'd be always partying too. I ain't gonna lie, them Southsiders there had that shit sold up at the time. Like they were really thick. So I have a plan. I tell fucking my prima, I'm like, hey, you got to get these fools to come out. I was like, look, we're going to take you guys over there, or you ride with the homegirl with the Lexus, right? You get over there, you fucking set these dudes up, bring them to a fucking motel, call us. We're going to pull up. We're going to get off, right? Now, back in the days, we weren't like, oh, we're going to kill them and we're going to, no, we just wanted to fucking beat them up, right? And my prima's like, no, I know them fools. They know what's up. I'm like, just do it. Just do it, man. Like get your get backs. Buy back, right? Get your get backs. Come on, man. It'll make you feel better about yourself. So I'm like, do your thing. And she was like, all right, fuck it, right? So I tell the 400-pounder, like, hey, stay with me. You know what I'm saying? You can't run. And there's nowhere to hide. Look at you. Where are you going to hide? Just stay with me. And say, you know what I'm saying? I'm on one here. I'm on one there. I'm on one for all the homeboys everywhere. She's like, okay, I'm down, right? So my prima drives that chick's car with their other homegirls, right? The homeboys like, yeah, we're sending all our chicks away. Don't trip, bro. Blood is thicker than water, right? Let them go. So they go. Well, let me tell you how it worked out for us. So I'm in communication with my prima, right? Through a house phone. We didn't have cell phones back then like we got now. It was all house phone, right? So I'm right there at the homeboy's house waiting. Everyone else is bumping. You rock it in the streets. And I'm waiting by the phone like a dumbass. To the funky beat. My prima calls from their house phone where she went. She was like, hey, this shit is popping over here. There's a gang of fucking vatos. I'm like, I don't care about that. Bring a gang of those vatos out so we can get them. She was like, fool. Like, give me like an hour at least, man. It's tight over here. It's way better. I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. I'm like, turn the music up. More beer, cocaine. Like, we need to do something because the Southerners are beating us. We're in competition here. So anyways, as we're partying, I kind of like forget about like whatever. I'm either getting the look, man. Have you ever got a mom from a 400-pounder? Then don't fucking speak on it if you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You got to win some way. So I'm winning, right? All of a sudden, the homeboys, hey, fool, your prima's on the phone. So she's like, hey, fool, we're going to a motel right here. We're going to the Almond Tree, which is a spot that everyone goes to in Atwater, right? And there's a motel over there. She goes, and we're going to go to that motel right there. I'm like, we're on our way. Well, this is what happened. My prima, in her hoish activities, sees one of her exes with his chick, and my prima's fine. Like, there's no denying it. Brianna's different, right? She pulls him away, extracts him, you know, using whatever device she has, and starts talking to him, and he's like, what's up with your primos, man? What's up with this? What's up with that? And she was like, them fools wanted us to get you guys to go to a motel. She tells on us. Okay, so what does he do? He tells her, okay, well, tell them to come to the motel then. These motherfuckers were about 50 deep. I'm surprised no one died, right? So my prima done gave me up. It took years for me to talk to her. I was pissed. You know, after my little 3-month hospital stay. So I tell Ricky, and Ricky usually, like, his radar is good. Even though he's a J-Cat, he, like, knows. He's like, what if Brianna set us up with the Southsiders? What if she's blue right now? I'm like, fool, that's our prima. She would never do that to us. Man, we pulled up. There's probably like 10 homeboys. We're thinking we're going to catch 3 or 4 dudes slipping and just beat them up, smash them, Norte gang, fool. Shit, man. We pulled in that motherfucker. Headlights hit us. It was like the movie. Oh, I'm the type of guy that likes to mess around, right? It was like the Wanderers. I'm the Wanderer. Dude was in that motherfucker with the things like. I was like, oh no. My primo's like, I'm sorry, primo, right? Kissing on some vato, and I'm like, oh no, right? The other chicks are fucking already in the fucking hotel. You can see the doors open and shit are getting pounded. I'm like, oh no, man, these fools drug us out the car. They were smashing us. My homeboys are looking at me. What happened? I'm like, whooping. Ricky said, whooping. I told you. Boom. Ricky said, hitting fools. Boom. Right? Hey, these fools mollywopped all of us, man. They fucking messed me up pretty bad. They punctured one of my lungs, broke like 3 ribs. One of my ribs went through my lungs. It was bad. They had to use it with the inflating thing. Tore me up. Fools were trying to rip my Mongolian off my head, but I'm hard-headed. I was just leaning back with them. I leaned back, right? Anyways, yeah, we tried to use Brianna for Southside bait. That was the first and last time we did that because she set us up. Look, I brought the story up later on to her old man in Fresno. And he was like, bro, when I first met her, I could tell you what she did to me. And I'll tell you guys tomorrow in part 2. Let's get it, man. My cousin Brianna, she's fine, man. But hey, sometimes looks ain't everything. Not everything at all. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. And this video is sponsored by Vario Liquors out there in Turlock, California. If you're ever in the 209, the Central Valley, the Turlock area, pull up to the Vario Liquors. This is the gun.